Team coverage tonight. Meantime, retired U.S. 3rd District Congressman John Yarmuth of Louisville, a Democrat, watched the inauguration live from his living room with WHAS 11 News, sharing candid thoughts on President Trump's speech as it was happening. Isaiah Kim Martinez and photojournalist Jessica Farley have been getting reaction from several Kentucky Democrats. And Isaiah, what stuck out to them? And I understand that John Yarmuth had some of Kentucky's best product in his hand when you were talking to him.
He did. He brought out the Woodford Reserve, Doug. I mean, obviously, he's a longtime Democrat. This was a tough day for him in many respects. And he noticed everything from the purple tie Donald Trump was wearing to his very first words about entering the golden age of America. But I also talked to folks around town while they were honoring Martin Luther King Jr. today. They're hoping now more than ever that his message transcends politics.
Martin Luther King Day, bring it out.
Through the doors of King Solomon Baptist Church in Louisville.
I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Margaret Mahomes is observing both MLK Day and Inauguration Day.
Because it's history, and I'd like to know what's going on. He will realize that whatever you sow, you're going to reap. And a lot of times it don't come back on you, but it can come back on your offspring.
The golden age of America begins right now.
That's the kind of, sounds like a campaign speech.
And from his living room with a bourbon in his hand,
does he have a Bible?
Retired Kentucky Democratic Congressman John Yarmuth and I watched Donald Trump take the oath of office live and deliver his second inaugural address.
The vicious, violent, and unfair weaponization of the Justice Department and our government will end.
So much for the conciliatory tone. That lasted one sentence.
Does this sound similar to 2017 to you, or what are some differences that you might just kind of generally pick up?
It's already so dark. Again, the negativity is just astounding. Every inaugural address I've ever heard, except for his two, have been attempting to be uplifting. This is, again, painting a very bleak picture.
Other Democrats, like Kentucky Senator Keturah Herron, choosing not to watch the ceremony.
When people are fighting despair is when something beautiful comes out on the other end. Yes, federally things are set, but it's up to us on the local and state level to implement those things. And there are some things that we can implement the way we want to.
Louisville Mayor Craig Greenberg keeping a close eye on Trump's executive orders.
What actions he might be taking on the first day that could impact Louisville. We want to be prepared.
And Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear in Switzerland right now, speaking at a major economic forum, last week sharing his take with me on the incoming administration.
When this incoming administration does something good for our state, I'm going to support it. When it does something bad for our state, I'm going to oppose it, the same way I've acted with every other presidential administration.
And as for Yarmuth,
I'm terribly depressed and alarmed for the country.
And some of Trump's big policy goals here, like mass deportations, could put direct pressure on Kentucky's law enforcement to deliver. Now, I asked Yarmuth if he believes Trump has a mandate from the voters. He told me in certain areas, yes, but he says he doesn't think he has a blank check. Doug?